Welcome to the Hollywood Scholar. I'm Jed Morgan, and it looks like today is the day where people put out videos remembering the year that has come before and all the crazy things that we've gone through. And I admit I'm not free from such sentimentality because it's been a crazy year for me as much as it's ever been before. This is the first year of my YouTube channel. I've really seen some really good growth, and that's all thanks to you guys. And we've seen a lot of crappy television, a lot of crappy movies, and that's why I feel like I'm doing such good on this platform in my own small way, but it's calling out this garbage, talking about the writing of this garbage, and just making it so it's not taboo to have an opinion alternate to the mainstream is something that I felt like I needed to participate in my own small way. But we've been through a lot, as I mentioned. Witcher Blood Origin really tried to close out the year strong. We had Prey, and that was a fun situation, and several other travesties throughout the year. But I did want to end this year on a positive note with the Geralt voice actor from the video game united with Geralt's TV show counterpart, Henry Cavill. Now, this is just a brief comment by Doug Cockle, but I just wanted to end the year on a positive note with Geralt and Geralt standing back to back, and it just makes me happy. And so I wanted to share it with all of you guys. Speaking at a panel, Cockle said, "If that's the case, I can completely understand that, because Henry is such a big fan of the games and the books, and the writers of the Netflix series have chosen, for whatever reason they did so, to deviate quite severely from the books and games." Now, he's being very diplomatic in this statement here. He's not calling out Netflix. He's not saying what they're doing is wrong. As much as I'd agree with that, he can't come out and say something like that. He's a public figure. But he's still finding a way to defend Henry Cavill to the last. And that's something I can really appreciate. It's a hell of a way to end the year on an extremely positive note after all the garbage we've gotten in recent year, and especially in the last week or so with the Witcher franchise, specifically with Blood Origin. But continuing, he said, "Whether that's good or not, that's down to what you like. I personally don't understand the choice, but there you go. I think that's why Henry's leaving." And that's something I've said before, that I don't understand the idea, the mentality of going into a franchise, buying the rights to a franchise, and not using the source material at all. I just don't get the mentality. It can work out sometimes, with Die Hard being a great example. It was not a good adaptation of the book from what I've heard, or The Shining. There are instances of poor adaptations being incredible pieces of entertainment that are remembered forever. So it can work, but I don't get going specifically into an adaptation thinking I'm going to do as poor of a job as I can because I don't like the source material and I want to tell my story, as very much has been proved to be the mentality at Netflix. And that's definitely not the adaptation position that I would go into something like that with. I would want to be faithful because the fans like what is there. Of course, you have to change things. No one's asking for 100%. That argument has been proved null and void for years. But that's constantly the well that these Netflix writers and the mainstream and access media paint us with, to say, oh, we're just illegitimate. We can't have a legitimate perspective because we want 100% adaptation integrity. That's not what we're asking for whatsoever. And as long as they keep saying that, they think they can ignore us. But as Witcher Blood Origin is proving with those terrible viewership numbers and everyone summarily rejecting it, that it's not enough. They can't keep ignoring us, and adaptation integrity still needs to be a priority. It needs to come back to being a priority in Hollywood, as it hasn't been. And hopefully this year, this 2022, this year of terrible adaptations, pretty much every single thing that came out that was major was an adaptation of something, whether or not that's a sequel, a change in medium, or a prequel, and nearly every single one of them was a travesty of untold proportions, with the notable exception of the incredible Top Gun Maverick. So hopefully 2022, we can suffer through it and it'll make a change where adaptation integrity is a priority once again at Hollywood. And finally, I just want to say my Christmas decorations are down behind me because, as the immutable Dean Winchester once said, make sure you take down your Christmas decorations by New Year's or you might be filleted by a hooker from God. And that's how I want to end the video this evening. So that's all I have for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Anon.
Hey, yo, are you feeling what I'm doing up in here? Oh, I know you are. Do you miss all the good, compelling stories that we used to get back in Hollywood that they ain't putting down no more? I know you missing it. So check out my book series, Odyssey of a Phoenix, a mythological epic about philosophy, morality, and modern-day mental illness issues, baby. Book 1, Down in Flames. Book 2, Apocalypse Then. Dudes are currently on sale. What are you waiting for? Get your hands on them. And we got book 3, Kill the Dark, is coming down the pipeline. Just wait for all the good stuff this dropping. You ain't gonna be disappointed, fam.